Holy shit, I'm in the middle of working on a 30-minute technical analysis of Zankyo no Terror Episode 1, so I'm going to try to make this quick, cover 4 shows that I watched today, the second episodes, as fast as I can. So, first of all, I watched the second episode of Barakamon. It continues to be super adorable, very energetic, a lot more so than I thought it would be going by the description or even the first episode. It's just a fun, raucous comedy, and it's worth watching. I can't really even say that much about it. It's just fun to watch, and I like it, and I hope it stays good or potentially gets even better as it goes along. Next up, similarly, Monthly Girls' Nozaki-kun. Still the most fun I've had all season. Every episode makes me laugh out loud a lot. I like watching it. It's just fun. The characters are super likable. They introduced this new guy who's got red hair and he's fucking hilarious. They introduced this girl who's voiced by Miyuki Sawashiro. She was pretty funny too. I've seen images from the 4-Koma comic that this is based on surfacing on A, and those are just as funny, if not funnier, than the show. So I'm tempted to read the manga, but at the same time I don't want to spoil the show for myself. So I don't know what to do about that, but I really like Nozaki-kun, so I'm gonna keep watching that forever. Up next, Akame ga Kill! I've actually found out that one of my favorite anime bloggers, a guy named Bakaraptor, really loves the manga for Akame ga Kill, which in a way tells me a lot about it, because the kind of stuff he likes is all basically anything that's like violent, has an overarching strong storyline with characters who do badass things or are badass characters, and anything with multiple subplots evolving at the same time. He's a big fan of stuff like Attack on Titan, or like My Hime, I think he was a big fan of. I'm trying to think of more. Legend of the Galactic Heroes is one of his favorites. He likes anything that's very plot driven. So I get the sense Akame ga Kill will be very plot driven and have a lot of characters who do a lot of badass things, and a lot of characters will die. Episode 2 of Akame ga Kill does not really do much. It's mostly establishing the people, the Night Raid group that the main character has joined, and sort of giving us a sense of their personalities and what they do, and then testing the main character to see if he's going to be able to be one of them, which he passes with no problem whatsoever. So now we can jump into the actual meat of the storyline. Still a fun show. I'll keep watching it as long as I care. And lastly, I watched... what was the other one? Sabagebu, Survival Game Club, Episode 2. Still really hilarious, still exceeding my expectations. I definitely think the fact that it's a shoujo manga gives it a different feeling than you'd get from most shows about a bunch of girls in a club doing some club activity. It just feels like the intentions are so different. This show does not feel like it's aiming for, like, guys who want to watch cute girls or anything like that. It just feels like the manga artist almost wanted to make like good female role model characters, but role models in a sense of like that they're not girly. They're very like hard ass girls. Like these are girls who do professional wrestling moves on each other and fire guns all day, and you know, and like the main character is a vengeance seeking kind of a hateful bitch in a way. Like there's a scene where, several scenes where like another character will be like, it's a moment where in anything else you'd expect her to come over there and forgive them, and instead she just beats their ass. In the second half of episode 2, she's just outright cruel to a character just for having big boobs, and she's just mean to her on just that basis. I was like, wow, main character's kind of a bitch. And I love it. I love that. I think it's great. So, yeah. All 4 of those are still good shows that I'm still watching and still pretty excited about. That's all for that. Go watch them all. Happy times.